What's good, y'all? It's your boy back again. Want to holla at y'all about this marriage thing that's going on in this world, and a lot of this marriage thing that's going on is the reason why there's a lot of divorce. I'm not no relationship expert. However, I'm no dummy at the same time. I'm not a relationship expert, but I'm not a dummy. Now, a lot of people feel like when they say I want a wife, a lot of people, when they say this, to them, it's more of a glitz and glamour thing. It's more of like, I want a trophy or some shit like that. See, the title alone, wife, needs to really be looked at when it comes to this generation, because it's no different than saying I'm a father. Anybody can be a wife. Anybody can have a wife. But to really, really be a wife and really, really have a wife is a whole different story. You know what I mean? It's bigger than a word. It sounds good, like wife, wife, wife. That's my wife. It sounds good on paper. And it sounds good to say it. But what is the real definition of wife? I want a wife, right? But I'm willing to work with a woman and get to know a woman for a long time before I jump the gun and go marry a woman. Because to me, the woman should already be a wife before I married a woman. I should already be a husband before I married a woman. Everybody puts so much emphasis on wife. Why? Oh, it's the best thing. Like it's the title God. And it's not. It's not. Furthermore, relationships aren't perfect. Neither is a wife. So before you think about I want a wife or I want to be a wife, understand what you're saying. Understand what comes with this. It's like, it reminds me of when people, before they have a baby, oh, look at the baby. The baby's so cute. I can't wait to be a mother or a father. And then when they are a mother or father, they get the reality of what it really is like. And that's what I sense when I see people. I want to be a wife. I can't wait to be a wife, or I can't wait to have a wife, as if that's the end of the road and it's just the finish line and it's the cream of the crop and that's the end of it all. But it don't work that way. It don't work that way, because being a wife takes sacrifice and everything. It ain't just you, just some queen that gets worshipped on the throne because you're a wife. You got to do things. You got to make sacrifices. It ain't going to be easy all the time. See, everybody only look at the glitz and the glamour of being a wife or having a wife, but they don't look at the other part of it. And that's why there's so much in a rush to have a wife or be a wife. I want a wife, but I'm willing to wait and be patient for a woman to actually be that wife to me, so I can be the husband to her. I don't have to run down the aisle, because the aisle don't define that. A marriage license don't define whether she's a wife or not. She already going to be why would you marry somebody that has not proven to themselves to be a wife? That's the problem. People are marrying people, and they're marrying people thinking that the title is what they think the title is what makes the person the husband or the wife. And that's not true, man. If you look at it from that perspective, you won't be so much quick of a rush. I need a wife. I need a wife. What's going to change? What's the difference between a wife and getting to know a woman that you like a lot, that you would consider marrying one day? What's the difference? There really is no difference, except for the depth of how long y'all been together. But you got to get to that point. You got to get from point A to B first. Y'all playing hopscotch and shit, trying to jump over shit like you Jumpman, Michael Jordan and shit. You trying to jump over the whole damn team. It sounds good on paper, like I can't wait to be a wife. Yeah, it sounds good, but what about all the stuff that comes with it? You really ready for that? See, instead of saying I can't wait to be a wife, why not tell yourself I'm working on myself to be a wife? That's like saying, I can't wait to play in the NFL, but I'm not going to work myself up to get to that point. Or I can't wait to play in the NBA, but I'm not going to put in the work to become that person to play in the NBA. That's what people are doing. It's like some type of infatuation or some type of, I can't explain it. I can't really explain it, but it's kind of like they look at it as some type of prize or something instead of what it really is. Because if they really looked at it like what a wife really is, to be a wife or to have a wife, they would still want it more than likely. They might still desire like I do, but you wouldn't be in a rush because you understand the significance of it. You understand that you could fuck this shit up. And if you really not really all in and really ready and pick the right person, you could fuck this shit up. So you wouldn't be so quick to, I just want a wife. I can't wait. Plus, you also understand that just because you marry somebody doesn't mean that they are a wife. Or just because a man marries you, it doesn't mean that you are a wife. A lot of men marry women that aren't wives. They just marry a woman because they want that. To them, it's like showboating or something. Like, look, I got a car. Look, I got a house. Now, look, I got a wife. That's what it is to them. But a wife is deeper than that. It's not something that you just like, look at me, I got this. Thou shalt not covet. If you was focusing on yourself more and focusing on self-improvement more, maybe you would understand that when the time is right, the Most High will give you the husband or wife. But instead, you're not even looking at why you might not have one yet. Maybe I ain't ready yet. Let me do some more work on me. People ain't doing that. All they doing is coveting their husband or wife. I can't wait to get one. I can't wait to get one. Get ready for one. Because you fuck around and get one and you ain't even ready. You gonna fuck it up. All because you think that you think the thought of it, the thought of the husband or wife is what you're infatuated with, not the reality of it. There's a difference. There's a huge difference, man, between actually the reality of having a wife and the desire of wanting one. There's a difference. I can't wait to own my business. I can't wait to get a business. Then when you get the business and you realize how hard it is to run this business. Not saying that you don't want the business or you don't love the business or any of that, but you realize that it's deeper than this. So when I hear people say, I can't wait to be a wife or I can't wait to have a wife, all I hear is the same shit that people used to say before they had kids. Like, look at the pretty baby. It'd be so cute to have a baby. But yeah, you could pass the baby off back to the parents and then you can go on about your life. See, you don't got to sit and listen to the baby cry and all that shit. You know, it's a beautiful thing to have a wife or to be a wife, but at the same time, you got to look at the other side of it too, or you're going to fail at this. That's what I mean by if you just jumping up and down saying you can't wait, you're probably not analyzing it all the way. You're probably looking at it at like how the people look at a baby. You know, they just look at the baby being a cute baby. They don't look at what it really, you got to feed the baby, you got to burp the baby, you got to put diapers on the baby, all that. They don't look at that part. I'm being honest here. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear the honest truth. Everybody loves infatuation and lies. I'm not saying you shouldn't want a wife or you shouldn't want to be a wife. But first thing you got to pick the right motherfucker. You got to become the right motherfucker. That's one of the hardest two things right there. And then after that, you still got to put in work. What good is to have a wife and she's cheating on you or she divorces you or something a couple months or something later? What good is all that? See, when a lot of people, when they think of wife, they think of a woman that's just going to bow down to them and make them feel better than what they already feel about themselves and all this other shit. But it ain't really like that, man. That's fiction. To a certain extent, it could be. But for the most part, no. If you think having a wife is just going to make you just happier, or becoming a wife is just going to make you so happy, you already got it wrong. Because you think that becoming a wife or having a wife is this ultimate happiness, and it's going to make you ultimate happy. But in reality, you got to find happiness now, even before you find a wife or become one. Or you're probably going to fail at being one or fail with one. Because it's not going to make you any happier than what you already are right now. Thou shalt not covet. Make sure y'all have a good day, man. It's deeper than just being a wife. There's all kind of shit that goes in with this. You know, it's like a lot of people, they just want that wedding. They just want that wedding day. And then after that, they don't care about the fucking marriage or the relationship. All they wanted was the wedding day. And once they got it, they're done. They don't even care no more. Don't let that be you. Because you want to experience getting married. You know how many younger people have fell for this same bullshit and married the wrong person because they just wanted to experience getting married. They wanted to be a husband or a wife or have one so bad. So they went ahead and experienced it when they shouldn't have. That could be you. It don't matter if you're 40, it might not be your time. Don't matter if you're 30, it might not be your time. Don't matter if you're 50, it might not be your time. It's in the Most High's time. And if you don't do it in the Most High's time, you will be divorced. Because the Most High didn't ordain it. You will be divorced. You won't make it. Believe what y'all want, though. I know, I'm just a dude that don't know what I'm talking about. That's fine. You do it your way, I'm going to do it my way. Yeah, I mean, a wife would be nice, but me and a woman got to take steps to become to that. We don't go from point A to point Z. We got to start at point A and get to the point that she's a wife to me. And I'm a husband to her. But we already making ourselves husbands and wives before we even get married. Nobody want to do that, though. And that's why a lot of relationships don't work, man. Nobody want to do that. It's just cute. It's just cute to say that I got a wife. Oh, I got a wife. I want a wife. It just sounds good. A lot of these dudes don't want no girlfriend or no relationship that they got to reciprocate. They just want a wife. Like a trophy. I just want a bad bitch. This is what a lot of men do. They just want that status because they think that makes them, they think having a wife makes them, what do you call that word? Compliments them. Like they think this makes them some superior person or some shit. When in reality, anybody can get married. Anybody. Anybody walking this motherfucking earth can get married. It's not hard. Anybody can have a kid. So I'm going to go back to what I said earlier about the cute baby thing. A person see a cute baby and now they think they ready to have kids and shit. Not looking at none of the other shit that come along with this. Just see a cute baby. Oh yeah, I'm ready to have a baby. Yeah, you ready because you can put that baby down when you ready to put the baby down and go about your day because you ain't got a kid. You can't put that wife down. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to put her down. See, when on days you start to not like the wife and you don't want to see her face and shit, you can't put her down. Or them days you don't want to be a wife, all these men in front of your face and temptation and shit, you can't put that wife title down now. See, it ain't as easy as you think. I'm not saying that you can't do it. I'm just saying that people need to look into it way more. Way more. And if they don't, then they're probably going to be just like the younger people who got married in their 20s, rushed and hurry up and got married and married the wrong person simply because it was all about the marriage to them. It was all about the wedding to them. It wasn't about them making the marriage and them making the wedding. Y'all have a wonderful day, man. That's the last video for the day, man. That's the last one. If y'all don't understand what I'm saying, I don't know what to tell you. Because y'all still are acting like the title wife, the title wife is this big accolade. But when really, it's the woman being a wife in general. You got women walking around here right now who have never been married in their life, but they're wives. They just don't have the title. Then you got women who have the title of wife and they're not wives. I'm going to say that again before I get off. You got many women out here right now who are wives, but they are not married. They've never been married, but they're wives. Then you got women who have been married, maybe even more than once, and they're not wives. Because they put the emphasis on the title instead of what a wife really is, or instead of what a husband really is, or instead of what having a wife really means. All I know is this: I'm open to having a wife, but we got to work to that. I'm not going to meet a woman and be like, oh, I want to get married just to say that I got married and just to say that I got a wife. This is what people are doing. And they're going to pay for it in the end if they move that way. But you do you. Yeah, you do you. All y'all do you, and I'm going to do me. I know when it comes to me and a woman, we got to become husbands and wives before we even walk down that aisle. That's the right way to do it. Because everybody want to act like this marriage thing is this. All people want to do is experience the damn marriage. That's all they want to do. And then they're going to find out that it didn't make them happy. Then what? Divorce? Who wants that? Whatever, man. Believe what y'all want.